Hey everybody. Well, Jed is on his way to Ukraine and we sent him off yesterday finally after waiting and waiting for documents for the humanitarian aid. So we're gonna miss him, but we're really excited that he's on his way. And Katya, Ruslan on our team, he's back in Ukraine. Katya, his wife, has been with us, but she decided to go back to him. So she left with Jed. We're all gonna miss her a lot, but she's gonna live in my house, her and Ruslan, and I know she's gonna take good care of my animals and my plants. So I'm like, okay, I allow you to go. But she did help us so much here. It's a big hole in our group. Also, our friend Sarah has been here helping, and she is also driving a car. Humedica gave us a couple amazing vehicles, and so she's driving one of them. She's following Jed, her and Katya, and then Jed's driving a bunch of humanitarian aid, and then she will leave that. She'll cross over into Ukraine. A guy from our team will meet her there, take the car, and then continue on with Jed home to our house, and Sarah will turn around and come back to us because we really need another driver here and more hands. And yeah, it's just that we have so many people here that need care, that can't take care of themselves, and few people to actually do the caring, like all taking care of everybody, cleaning, cooking, shopping, all of that. So we're happy that she's going to come back to us and help us here. We're thankful for that. What else can I say? We're kind of reaching like a tipping point, I think, of all of us living here together. There's like 30 some, I don't know, of us here. It's a big space, but we're still all together and all the time. And, it's just, you don't really have time to be alone. I mean, I'm alone right now. So, but that's a rarity. And yeah, it's like all the things that might bother you about people, you just like hold it in. You don't really say anything. Like, I'm fine. And then when you kind of realize, oh, like we're not going home yet. I don't know, people just start to kind of blow up at each other. Yeah, so we need to find some ways for people to communicate their frustrations, their wishes, their desires, their likes and dislikes. But I think it's normal when you're all living in one place together and you don't want to be here. It's like Jed and I, well, when I was in college, and then me and Jed when we were first married, and we would back up. When I was in college, I worked with a short-term missions program. I have thoughts about that, but anyway, it was good-hearted. And we did a lot of team building then. And then when Jed and I were newly married and when we had just little ones, we would take teams of teenagers to work with his parents in Kosovo. And we did a lot of team building there. And so it's like, and then we have worked really hard to build up our team in Ukraine, our Wide Awake Team Hidnosti team. It's like when you're team building, everybody wants to be there and everybody like shares the same heart and same passion. You're all like heading towards this goal, and you can really dig in deep and like team build that thing. But here, like nobody wants to be here, and it's a terrible circumstances. And plus everybody's worried about home, what's happening at home, family members, friends, homes, like literally houses. And we're like here at the mercy of the kindness of other people, which, people here have been so nice and kind to us, but really as a refugee, you have very little agency in your own life. So you feel like helpless and then not everybody that's living here shares the same heart. I mean, we're all here together and we all love each other, but not everybody shares the same values. Not everybody is like from our team or just from our family. Like we're all connected because of our boys and different people with disabilities, but it's not like we have like this common value system or we all just want to like work together. It's not that. And we're having some issues with some of the teenagers yesterday that are not mine. We have teenagers here that don't have their parents, or parents with different, just different ways of doing things. And we had some issues, teenage issues. And now, Anyway, you could pray for us, because it's like this commune, but like usually people like desire to join a commune when they join a commune. This is like an impromptu throwing together of a commune, and it is hard. Also just because it's like everybody's so like emotional, like so emotionally charged, and I'm not going to cry today, I promise. But there's this like a lot of tears, and some people deal with their emotions through anger. And anyway, but I was talking to Jed while he's on the road, and about like this one issue I'm struggling with, about how like people don't share with each other, and then they get frustrated, and then they blow up with each other, but you still have to live with that person. You don't get to go home and ignore them. You have to like live with them and eat with them. And he was like, you need to team build the heck out of that. Team build it. And I'm like, I don't want to. I can't. I just want to go home, but you already know that. In the meantime, our boys that have jobs are working. They're so happy about that. They're so proud of themselves. We found a really great doctor today that's within walking distance of here, and she's Ukrainian. She doesn't really speak Ukrainian. She forgot because she's lived here for like 20 years, so she speaks Russian, but that's okay. That'll work too. She's so nice. I took one of the girls from our team to her today, and she was so kind and so caring. And because there are a lot of people, there's a big Russian population here, which isn't different. That's a different story. I mean, it's just, there are kind Russians here, I'm sure, but the whole reason we're here is because of Russia brutally attacking and trying to destroy Ukraine as a country. And so there can be a little bit of discomfort there, I guess, even though we know those aren't the people that are doing it. But to find a doctor, we heard she spoke Russian, but then to find out she was Ukrainian was just really, really sweet. And so, yeah, she'll take our people. And so that's really great. What else? There's a lot of Ukrainian refugees in this area, more and more coming all the time. And so tomorrow we're hosting here at the church a get-together for refugees, like women and children. So yeah, I think that'll be really great just to have everyone. We're gonna have dessert and chai and coffee and just be together and talk together. And yeah, I think it's going to be special. So just keep praying for us. Pray for Jed and Sarah on the road, and then Jed and his time in Ukraine, that he will get everything done that he needs to get done, that he'll be able to encourage our team, and that he'll be safe while he's there, and that he'll know when it feels like it's the right time for him to come back. I support him being there as long as he needs to be there, because him being there is me being there. So I'm happy. And the only Evie, she was crying. She didn't want Daddy to go to Ukraine, because we keep telling her we can't be in Ukraine because Ukraine isn't safe right now. So she's, I don't want Daddy to go to Ukraine. It's not safe. But also she cries every night because she misses Oleg from our team, because he's my best friend. I miss Oleg, my best friend. So that's kind of how we all feel. We're like, like we want you to be safe, but we want you to see all of our people, and just be there and hug them and represent us and bring our love to them.
Hey there, just heading down the road. We're a couple hours away from the Ukrainian border, hauling a bunch of humanitarian aid, food, medicine, a bunch of beds and blankets and sleeping bags and mattresses for refugees coming from the east to west. What else? I'm really excited to get back there and be with the team, get a bit of work done, and see the puppers and the goats and the cat. And I think I'm gonna do a quick planting of some alfalfa, since it looks like I won't be able to have the garden this year, we'll just do a green manure crop of some alfalfa and just let that grow. Makes me sad, but we can at least have something there, doing some work, even if we can't. So yeah, keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and we'll keep you updated on the road.
So,
Bye now.
thank you for your prayers. Keep praying for Ukraine. I'm sure you've seen the atrocities. It's absolutely monstrous what is happening there. It's unbelievable. It's genocide. It's outrageous. You know, the world said back after World War II, never again, never again. And it's happening again. And the world, Ukraine is protecting the whole Western world right now. Ukrainian lives are being lost so that the rest of the West can live. And keep pressuring politicians, government officials to do something. I could scream and yell and cry, but I don't have any tears left in my body and I feel really hopeless. But we can pray and just please don't let this become normal to you, that this is just what happens now, because these are real people and real lives. So keep remembering Ukraine, and we love you and we're thankful for you, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.